Good evening, everybody. I'm so glad everyone's here. Thanks for being at the show this morning about Dylan Rounds. That was a great show, and woo, we got a doozy tonight. I guess everyone has heard about the elephant in the room. Here we were going to do part 2 of what Muscles and I started yesterday, and old Jody Sue, she stepped right in it, didn't she? She did. And let me tell you, I absolutely hate giving her any attention. I entertained her story back when she was doing her Facebook Lives until she got her own channel. I did. I entertained it. I'm like, okay, the neighbor, she heard a scream, went through it. And as things avalanched and it got crazier and crazier, I was like, on the brakes. No, thanks. I'm good. So I'm going to welcome everybody real quick. And this is probably going to be another 2-parter too. It's like The Godfather or Rocky. Shit doesn't end. Hello, just roll with it. Magoo, Uli Girl. TM lies about donations. What a name. You're going to get my ass kicked for saying that out loud. Outlaw Trucker, Misty Dew, Muffin Top, Pegasus. There's our friend Aggie, Cheryl. Hello, Shannon, Georgia Peach. Where's Summer 800 TBI Find? Hey, where's Summer 800 TBI Find? I got your comment about another case and I wrote it down and I'm looking into it, okay? I'm not ignoring you. Angie Gibson, hello. How is everyone doing? Getting to have dinner together again like we did last night. Hello, Jules, Wolf Cat. Hopefully I got everybody. Nisa, I saw Nisa. There's our friend Kat. I got this new mouse and it's scrolled. The 7 of us. Well, hello, 7 of us. Hello. Angel P. Like fly on shit. Jakey 5. You know it. Hello, Joe. M. How are you, M? Bonnie. Rhonda. Bullhorn Betty. How are you, baby girl? Serena. It is what it is. I like that name. Linda Kaiser, hello. Hope everyone's doing good. See some new names in here while I'm getting things situated and picking my jaw up off the ground. Take a minute to sub the channel, hit the bell to get reminded, and give it a like, because I promise you will like it. Let's see what our friend Muscles and Mascara is up to tonight. What's up, Muscles?
Hello, how are you?
Pretty good.
Good.
Pretty good. I know who's not very good tonight, and that would be Jody Poo. I don't know what got into her last night that she decided to launch a live at the exact same time that her ex-boo, also father of her children, was doing a live, not saying anything about her. I guess that wasn't enough for her because we know that she's got to have all the attention. That's kind of what started her entrance into the social media world. She was pretty jealous of Candace getting so much attention.
You are so right. You're so right. It's been a wild 24 hour. Well, not 24 hours yet, but getting close. That's for sure. I've not slept. So I'm nursing a headache, but excited to be here. So.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And then I see that she hasn't gone to sleep yet. She decided to go live again today. Comments turned off, of course. We don't have time for comments when we're advocating for abused children, right, Jody? And still has the same Sublime t-shirt on. Looks like her eyeballs were hanging out of her damn head, smoking like a train in the camper.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's and I've always tried to be very kind, and I feel like I've done a really good job of that. But if any of the stuff that she was saying last night is true, I have zero respect for people that allow that to go on in their presence and they not say anything. So that's about all I can say about that.
Well, the disappearance of Summer Wells, and let's face it, Jody knows Summer. She knows the Wells. She knows the boys. She knows Grandis. This should have been more personal to her than to use it as a payday. Sorry, I said it.
Mm-hmm.
Than to make up a lot of lies. And don't kid yourselves. Don't kid yourselves, my friends. We keep it real here. I don't talk about Jody Sue. I don't do drama. And this is related to the case because of the accusations she made. When Leslie at TBI said we're aware of people spreading misinformation purposely for their own self gain, Jody, she was talking about you.
Yeah, I mean, you can't help but think that at this point in time, it's pretty obvious that that's exactly what they were referencing. And, you know, I, we had a brief discussion. I mean, I'm like you. I wouldn't show my face. I couldn't do it. And I am just devastated that that even came out of her mouth last night. And especially if there's truth in it, I just don't even know how to react to it. I don't know how I'm going to react to it. Because it broke my heart. I sat there and cried my eyes out because even if it's not just Summer, it's any kid. And it was devastating to hear that. And it just made me sick. I mean, truthfully, it did. It made me sick.
Well, and in a nutshell, she admitted to knowing about um, illicit drugs being sold, she said, to 110 via
Hmm.
her ex and father of her children, Andy, to basically, she said, sedate the girls so they could be touched. Okay, I was like, first of all, what girls? There's only one girl there. Was one girl there, Summer. That the kids were buying drugs from Andy.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
which is gross. I mean, there's no 5-year-old walking over there buying anything. That's my opinion. I certainly wasn't there, thank God. But yeah, it's just disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Regardless if it's true or not, it's disgusting. It's disgusting that she would say that if it's not true. So regardless of how it falls out, it's nasty. So
She did this to get back at him because he was taking what she believes to be her spotlight. Her spotlight. That's what she was doing. And she pulled a big whopper out, didn't she? But what
she
she's
sure did.
too dumb to realize is she implicated herself because she said that like I said, I'm just going off of what she said. She knows about the essay that was going on, which has never been proven. It's always just been a speculation out there.
Hmm.
She knows the real reason Josie went to Utah. Yes, I had to say his name. I'm sorry because she put it out there. We all already know his name, and I'm not blaming him for anything. And that illicit drugs were being sold to 110 to sedate girls. She knew all this, but then she says she's got questions. What questions do you have? You just read off a laundry list of felonies.
Yeah, and God forbid there's anything else. I mean, my gosh, isn't that enough? I
It's enough,
mean, oh
it's enough for
gosh.
me. Let's take a poll real quick. Who believes Jody Sue's accusations? Who thinks she pulled yet another one out of her ass to get attention?
Yeah, and again, if it's regardless if it's true or not true or be determined to be true, whatever. It's just disgusting that those things came from her mouth, regardless of the truth in them. Period. It's just disgusting. Just disgusting.
Uh huh. Uh huh. And it's going to be really interesting, very interesting, who sticks by her. There's no coming back from this. There's no coming back from this. Who
No.
is going to stick by her? What is she going to make up? Something else she forgot that she saw one day? Some more information she has? Who's going to stick by her after this?
Yeah, I don't know. And you know what? every time we talk about something that we find out or whatever, I just get more and more devastated. You know, poor Summer. I mean, poor any of those kids, any kid that's around that, obviously, but she never had a chance. And why would nobody stick up for those kids? I don't understand. I mean, obviously, I do understand it, but if that's a relative comment, I guess. I mean, obviously, I get why nobody's saying anything, but it's devastating and it's disgusting.
And people, it's disgusting. And people are shouting from the rooftops. I guarantee the phone line at Hawkins County and 800 TBI find was lit the F up today. I guarantee it was. Without even knowing, I guarantee it was. She did this to get back at him, probably because he found someone not crazy. She says she has receipts. She says she has receipts. Honestly, I don't think anything's going to happen to her because her making up an internet rumor, well, I think a few people would be in silver bracelets right now. Here's one of her receipts. And we're going to go through all of it tomorrow because, like I said, it's way too much for our brains to absorb right now. She's talking about her monthly cycle. Okay, guys, this is one of her receipts. She said started, and she's got a mad emoji face under it. He replies, "It's fine. Love you." She said, "It's not. I want sex." Okay, this is all in relation to her knowing about SA, illicit drugs to sedate and touch girls, the Utah story, and many other things. But these are the receipts, guys. These are the receipts. Okay, so she's wanting a piece of Andy, okay? He said, "It's fine, love you." She said, "It's not. I want sex. And now I have a week or so without while you jerk off to and to sit and get pissed about that fact, then not get sex for weeks because I can't get that shit out of my head." He goes, "It's fine. We can have sex." Basically, lady, he's not dealing with you. She goes, "Can't. Hormones relaxed my back too far, and that bitch went out. It's not my day." Okay, so that's one of the receipts, guys. That's one of the receipts. This is a text exchange between Jody and her ex that is supposed to prove that these are the receipts. She even said, "I've got the receipts." And she's saying law enforcement does too. What would law enforcement do with this exchange?
God, I don't know. I probably sit there and be as disgusted and or shocked. Just you talked about the jaw dropping. Yeah, I mean, wow.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that proved nothing in my book. I don't see. I would think if that was going on at my house, I would have a lot more going on besides wanting to get with the man who is helping sedate little girls so they get touched. Oh, it goes on and on.
Yeah, there's a lot.
It's you. You can't. You just can't. You just. I mean, she's one of those people. You guys have know anybody where when you get like a text from them and you have to go, "All right, I'm not going to open this yet because this is going to take me a good hour or so to go through." She's one of those texters. It looks like a talk to text. And she just goes on and on and on and on. And he replies, "Love you, babe. That's okay." Like that's the only response she gets out of pages, pages, pages.
Yeah. Yeah, she's those people that whenever I get those text messages, I'm like, look, you got to captivate me in the first three lines. If you don't, you can forget it. So, you write me a book, I'm not going to even, I won't even read it probably. So that's just how I am.
Ozzy said she seems to be backpedaling now. Kat said, "These are the receipts. She's desperate for sex from a man who allegedly beat her regularly." We've all heard about that. Yeah. So basically, everything that she has said now in the last year is done. Poof, over. So those that hung on her every word, I'm sorry you wasted your time.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank God I didn't spend hours watching that because for her for a whole year, I'd be sadly disappointed right now. But I wasn't that crazy, so.
We'll go into it deeper tomorrow. I'm going to play Emma put together at Crime Stories Obsessed, you guys, put together a video. She got some screen recordings, I'm assuming, or it was given to her. I don't know how this works. You know, I don't know how to do that stuff. I'm not that good. So we're gonna listen to it real quick. So you guys are gonna hear for yourself. You're gonna hear for yourself what Jody is trying to prove to everybody as her ex was doing alive. This is all about jealousy. It's got to be about Jody. It's got to be about Jody. It can't be about Summer. It's got to be about Jody.
About in regards to the Summer Wells case and the neighbour at 110 Ben Hill Road, or neighbours at the time before Summer went missing, were Jodie Sue Brown and her partner Annie Bernard. So last night, Andy Bernard appeared on Crowdsource Investigations, I think that's the name of the channel, and he was talking to the lady that ran the channel. Jodie was not impressed. She could tell that she wasn't impressed with Andy being on the channel, and so she went live then at the same time, and she had questions for Andy. I'm guessing she can't speak to him because they've got some kind of protective order, but I'm sure that that's been breached at some point or another. Anyway, let's listen to what she had to say, because I think, guys, you will find this quite interesting. But let's just ask, though, why now? Why now, after 12 months?
Y'all look over and ask why exactly it is he was selling drugs to the children at 110.
Wait a minute. She's saying that her ex-partner, Andy, was selling substances to Candace. Not just smoking substances. This we're talking about is harder substances than that.
Why he was potentially causing little girls over there to be sedated and to be touched.
But she's aware that he's selling this to Candace. And not just to Candace, for Candace, or for Dawn, but for the children as well. Why would they need, Candace, substances for the children? Was it to keep them quiet so we don't have this situation?
Sir, what are you doing? She had that in your face.
Summer, stop. I did it.
Sir, what are you doing? She had that in your face.
Summer, stop. I did it.
Tonight, you landed enough Wyndham Rewards points to land in that so alluring place.
An overexcitable Summer who absolutely loved life and loved to be fun and, happy and running around. Was she too much for them?
She's gonna get in the face. Oh my god. Do another one. Girl, your eyes about to get hit in the face.
Who knows?
With the shit he was selling. Go ask. Because I have fucking questions.
You have questions, Jodie, we all have questions. She's saying that over there at 110 Ben Hill Road, the children were being touched. The little girls were being touched. Now let's just remember that there's only one little girl living at 110 Ben Hill Road. So what does she mean by girls? Well, I think she means Summer's little friend that lived not far away, and we'll get into that in a minute.
Okay, so we've got that much out right now. Exactly. Mark my words, she knew. If you're in a relationship that long, there's no way she didn't know earlier. I don't think this happened. And Emma is exactly right. Why now? Why now? It's not even about Summer's disappearance at this point. And of course, that's the biggest thing. Why now? Why did you not say something before Summer disappeared? Now, she thought this was going to get her a huge pat on the back last night. Mark my words, or she wouldn't have done it. She really thought they were going to rally around her and say, oh, this is what we've been waiting on. Oh my gosh, he was pills to sedate the girls. And instead, the internet erupted going, you did nothing and you did this while he was doing another live. Sounds like you made this up to get his attention.
Yeah, and Brooks, I can't help but wonder if there was truth to the little girl that was supposedly staying with them like a day or two before Summer went missing, and they had to come pick her up. Her mom had to come get her for whatever reason.
Mhm.
I can't help but wonder if it's that little girl that she's referencing too. I don't know if it's somebody regularly or what, but to listen to her talk, it kind of put me. That's kind of what it put me in the mind frame of, but. I don't know.
It tells me that's the reason that we're almost 13 months in, because the people that surround them are just like her, and she's the worst.
God, yeah. I mean, again, and it doesn't matter which direction this goes. It's sick. It's disgusting that somebody would sit on the panel, and that's when you open your mouth about any of this, and that you sat there for that long, for 13 months almost, with this in your back of your mind that you either A, knew or B, could prove, or now you just want to make up crap to make it even worse for law enforcement, and then turn around and blame law enforcement in the same friggin' breath. Like, I don't get that. It really pisses me off. I'll just be honest. It really infuriates me.
Oh, it infuriates me because if there's an ounce, and I'm being very generous with this, if there's an ounce of truth to this, it could have all been prevented. And where's old Andy? Where's old Andy? Because she makes this horrible accusation. Is he going to come out and say she's crazy?
Listen, I expect him to be back. I expect YouTube to be complete insanity all over it, or even worse than normal. But I expect it to just explode tonight. I expect him to respond tonight in some form or fashion. So, I'm not missing any more sleep. I can promise you that. But I guarantee something pops off later.
Well, he's going to have to. And sometime today, I'm pretty sure there was a visit or a phone call made saying, we're getting 1,000,005 phone calls about this. We need to talk. And I really hope someone stops her dead in her tracks. I don't mean dead literally. Stop. Just stop. Because then she goes live again. Like I said, she turns the comments off and she says, I can speak for myself. We heard. We know you can speak for yourself. We've been listening to your yap for almost a year. Well, she didn't come out till later.
Yeah. And actually, that was the same stream. She just ended up privating it because a certain somebody was streaming it. So she never even stopped it, to my knowledge. That's how long it went on for.
Hang on, look at something. Okay, the real Andy B live. I don't know where his channel is. I forgot he had his own channel. I really do, because I honestly ignore those people. I honestly do. I get a lot of, emails going, you need to really look into Jody and her son, really look into this. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. I don't like to give her any attention. I just really don't. So where is his channel? Law enforcement needs to knock on her door and say, look, we have been investigating the disappearance of Summer Wells for almost 13 months, and you are very well aware of it. And then you say all this?
Yeah, and I didn't watch his live last night or whatever. I caught the tail end of something that was going on on somebody else's channel. I didn't watch it myself, but yeah, I would be very surprised if she doesn't get a knock on the door, or if she didn't get a knock on the door. I would be shocked.
You're breaking up a little bit. I don't know. The Wi-Fi is crazy.
Hang on just a second.
Okay. Ooh. Doesn't help when I kick my computer.
Is that better?
There you go.
Okay. I had earbuds in that might have been dying, so.
So either way, if this happened, of course, it's atrocious. If she knew about it, she's a vile human being. And if she made it up, she's a vile human being. There's no coming out of this. There's no coming out of this.
No, there's really not. There's really not. I'm just disgusted.
Nope. Oh, I didn't need to do that. Let's see. And I think what bothers me the most, see, I don't believe her. I know some people do. Some people are like, you know, of course, you know, they're all over her ass because she should have done something a long time ago. I just don't believe her because of the time she decided to reveal all this. She hasn't shut up, but she never mentioned any of this before. And hang on, I'm like doing 5 things at once. I really just think this is to get back at him.
I do too. I mean, if she's got what she's got on there, you know, showing the different things that she was showing last night, you know, you're only getting like not even a quarter of what was actually being said. So, you know, he's probably, I don't know. It's insanity, complete insanity. That's all I'm going to say. It's insane.
All right. Cynthia says Jody Sue is for summer 100%. I'm going to have to disagree with you on that one. And if you don't think that, you haven't been listening. Yep, I've been listening. It's all been reported to Ellie, and it's not for YouTube ears involving children, in my opinion. But she was on YouTube. She's been on YouTube. She's been all over Facebook. All over. So are you saying that she already previously reported this, but decided because he was live last night that she would let everyone else know? Now, how do we answer that she is 100% for summer, yet she didn't report any of this? Soli said she was given immunity. Really? She was given immunity? Huh. I'm at a loss for words. Please help me here, Muscles.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm at a loss for words on that one myself. What?
Well, Soli, go ahead and grab the link. I'm dying to hear about Jody Sue getting, what's this called again? Transactional immunity. So Jody knows how to use Google very well too, right? What in the hell is going on here? This is the reason I don't ever talk about the woman.
Oh, listen, I'm telling you. Nope. I can't do it. But I would love to hear the definition or how in the world this happened. So
I'd love to know too. And you're a tax-paying citizen of that county. I'm sure you're furious right now that she could have prevented it. She's got immunity.
You're damn right.
And I have a question. Immunity is for someone who did something very, very, very bad wrong. What did she do? What did she do?
Mm-hmm.
You must look law to understand. This is nuts. Hey, Em, what's up?
Hey, I was just noticing there in the chat. It seems that there appears to be a Mr. Lawson there, and seeing as how he's
That's
having such a hard time finding the link, I thought I'd let him know it's not that hard. If I found it, he could find it.
oh no, that's a person that comes in all the time. That's just their YouTube screen name.
They just love pretending to be a crap law enforcement officer.
Yeah, you never know. People use all kinds of different YouTube names.
I-
So, what do you think about this with Jody?
Oh, bless it. Oh, bless it. I feel like if she had known this, I feel like it's crap. I feel like it's just her trying to get attention and basically just rub Andy the wrong way so he'll show her any bit of attention, whether it's good or bad.
And I agree with that because I saw her receipts, which is just a bunch of word salad from her. And all he replies with is, "Kay, love you. It'll be fine." That's pretty much it. So it seems like she just really wants his attention.
Yeah. And I mean, she knows what buttons to push with him. And I mean, this would make me mad whether it was true or not. The things that she said that he was doing would certainly have me at least responded to her with a text message like, what in the absolute are you doing on YouTube saying that shit? Like, are you kidding? And that's your baby's daddy, honey. Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. She's
Like,
been trashing him all over the tubes. She's been trashing him all over with her kids, and within earshot. Misty, a voice of reason. Thank you, Misty Do. If she was given immunity, someone would have been arrested and charged with something. Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at Nicole Kessinger. She obviously got immunity. That's why she's still out and walking the streets today. If Jody Sue got immunity, people would be behind bars and she wouldn't be. But nobody's behind bars because honestly, I don't think anybody knows what in the hell is going on over there other than Dawn and Candace.
Well, also part of immunity is you don't open your damn mouth.
Exactly.
She also broke a protective order. They're not supposed to talk about each other.
And she's the one contacting him, right?
I don't know when these messages are from or when the protective order is. I have no idea. But hey, I'm going to put you backstage. I got a bunch of people backstage.
Yes.
Thanks for coming to say hi.
Thank you.
Yep. Now, what on earth happened here? Because the show's disconnected. You ever heard about this immunity before, Muscles?
Not at all, Brooks, but I would love to hear more about it. That's for sure. Sure would.
Bex, another voice of reason. That's the reason this is the best chat and community on YouTube. If there was receipts, wouldn't Andy be in jail? Somebody would be in jail. Exactly.
Yep, exactly. Mm-hmm.
And no, I am not going to look up immunity or transactional immunity or anything like that because Jody has wasted so much time. So much.
God, for F's sakes. Are you friggin' kidding me? It is like, this place is insane all the time anyway. But damn, if it just don't get worse every day, it's insane. When I think you can't say nothing crazier, just hold my beer and watch this because it happens.
Yeah, and it's the most insane thing. Let's just say that you are in a marriage where you are, I mean, you're on the verge of the burning bed, if you know what I mean, and you are scared out of your wits. And you do realize something like what she described as going on. You still wouldn't repeat it years later. You'd be too ashamed. And she was proud of herself.
Yeah. Truthfully, when she first came out and started coming on, I felt sorry for her. I truly did. Because you can only, I realize you got to take everybody's, truth at face value. I get it. But I was giving her the benefit of the doubt. And I truly felt like she was on there today talking about people that are talking about Summer don't even care about her and that she's doing. And I thought, how can those words come from your mouth when less than 12 hours ago, what you spewed, be it truth or not, is the most absurd thing I've ever heard come from anybody's mouth. It's like the absolute worst scary movie that you could possibly come up with. And she said it.
with a straight face and not a tear in her eye.
No. And in fact, she grinned before she showed a few messages last night. She was grinning for a little bit, and I was like, "What are you talking about? You're grinning."
Mhm.
That is scary.
She's happy with herself. And that's one thing that I've never understood in this case. There's no white knight. Nobody has ever come out. Jose did. I will say that about Jose. Jose was remorseful and showed us a side of Summer we've never heard of before.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of them, not a tear, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've cried on this show about Summer, and I've never met the little girl.
Amen. And the only time that they do show emotion and cry is when they're scared something's going to happen to them directly, not about the situation. It's in fear that something might be happening to them. That's the only time they've ever cried. It's disgusting. And I'll tell you what, it's really friggin' scary that I live in the same damn county as these people. For the love of everything, I'm ready to sell out.
Mm-hmm. You probably didn't realize what was going on that road.
No, because I don't go down there and hang out. So that's for sure.
And we're not talking about everybody on that road, but there's a couple of mailboxes that got some issues behind them.
Yes, ma'am, without a doubt.
And since, she's talking about selling pills and everything, like Jody's got the moral compass to care where her money comes from.
For real. And oh God. Yeah. You didn't care where it came from until last night when he was saying what he said, and you wanted to come out and embarrass him. It didn't matter before that, so why does it matter now?
She did it because he was doing a live, and she wanted the live to be interrupted by what she was saying. It was to get back at him.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I bet her day's not going good. Now, we know she's, law enforcement wasn't there or anything because she was sitting there live streaming, didn't even change her clothes or shower. She was still ready to go.
Absolutely. And I'd say it will be just a couple hour break, and if that, and it'll be right back.
Oh, she will, because she's got to convince everybody, but she can't. She can't.
Oh, yeah.
Except for 2 people here in chat that says she's got immunity. Well, it's 305, and 2 of you that think that she's an okay gal.
Yeah, gosh, I wish somebody would talk to us about this immunity, because that would be the most entertaining thing to hear. It truly would.
Mm-hmm. Who knows where she came up with that? And yeah, I've heard her BS, just hoping that she could shed some light, especially on the afternoon of the 15th. I was like, it's got to be in there somewhere. I've never heard anything about immunity. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the first I've heard of it too. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Good God, she's sick.
Oh.
And just look at the timing. She does this because he's on another channel. That's it.
Absolutely. And people have just these people like that have just completely forgot why everybody comes and watches their damn channel to begin with. Ain't nobody give a crap about what you have going on right now, regardless what your situation is. We might feel sorry for you, but we really aren't here for that. That's not what brought us here either. So we want to keep it about Summer. If you can't do that, then you don't need to push friggin' the live button ever again. Ever. For God's sake, make it about Summer, because that's what it is. And say her damn name. Don't stand up there and say she, her. That's what her parents did to her. She has a name, and her name is Summer.
Her name is Summer.
Use it.
And Jody, you know Summer. Summer doesn't live there now, but she did. Why are you making it harder for law enforcement to solve her disappearance? Why, Jody? What did Summer ever do to you? That's the question. What did little Summer Wells ever do to Jody that she has decided to make a mockery out of this investigation, spread false information, out and out lie, change her story several times, add to her story when it sounds better. And then this last night, as her ex, who she obviously has an axe to grind with, is live, ask him about, this insanity.
Yeah, it really is. It's so just the whole situation is just so hard to even comprehend, and we're never going to comprehend it because we're not those people. But really is. It is so insane to sit and think about the craziness that has came from this entire case. And poor Summer. I mean, she's lost every time. And, I think that everybody needs to stand up and hold fast that, she has saved so many people. Let's just be honest.
Yes.
By calling out the effery that's going on down that friggin' road.
Mm-hmm.
And God bless her little heart for doing that. And God bless her little soul that, that's why every day, every night, when I get to bed, I tell her I'm sorry because it sucks. It sucks that she was failed. And no one, I can promise you, has ever told her that in her lifetime. There's no way. Because then that would be self-reflection. And God knows they don't do any of that. So.
Nope. This is sick. She's done some things that have taken me aback. And like I said, I try to ignore her as best I can. I really do. Especially when she's offended. When she's offended by what's going on YouTube. Well, I guarantee she is offended now because this backfired on her, like a Roman candle from a garage sale. Okay.
Yeah, and I can't understand why she didn't expect that too. You know what I mean?
Because she thinks she's the hero.
She does.
She's got all
sure
the deeds.
Does.
She's got the receipts. She's the all-knowing. She lived right across the street. She heard the scream. She never thought in a million years this would backfire on her.
You're so right.
No way. Kiss my southern sass. What a name.
So, how cute.
We're supposed to believe she has full immunity while her stories have changed and she has put down law enforcement.
Yeah.
She wouldn't be the one they'd be making any deals with, especially since, just gonna say, she's made stuff up.
Yeah, and that isn't it funny who the first people to put down law enforcement for their lack of whatever are the first ones to turn around and pick up the phone and call them when they're needed. Isn't that funny how that works out? Isn't that funny?
Exactly. Just Roll With It said, what's funny is Andy didn't even say anything bad about her. No, he didn't.
No, that I didn't see anything either. But like I said, I didn't see the whole thing, so I wasn't sure. But what I saw, he wasn't. He was kind of answering other questions, it looked to me like.
He was on a live one night. I can't remember. He wasn't on panel. Hang on. Somebody called him. I think it was Benny. I can't remember now. And he was talking to him, and they were talking about some charges that both him and Jody Sue had in the past. And he basically took the blame for the whole thing, as I remember. He took the focus off of her. I mean, there was even some crazy story she told saying that if, like, the husband gets charges for something, whether they're married or not, I don't know, then both of them do. I mean, something insane like that. So he's been trying to take the heat off of her for quite a while.
And she did him a big favor too, then, didn't she?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Oh, make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Well, and she's spitting nails tonight that people are taking up for him when she's been calling him Voldemort and shit like that for the last year.
Yeah. Yeah. And do you think that he's listened to all that stuff about him? Do you think so?
I don't think so, because I'm like looking right at the text messages that she sent him that look like the Encyclopedia Britannica, and he replies, okay.
Yeah, I couldn't help but get tickled on that stuff too. It cracked me up.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Yeah, whatever.
It's okay. It'll be fine. Or just no response at all. And then he's berated with like 30 more paragraphs to where there's nothing. Then,
Yeah,
like,
or 47 text
paragraphs
messages.
while she's asking why he's not replying.
Yeah, Becky ain't had time to.
No, that would take forever. That would take forever. So we're going to get to one part of the show, and then again, we're going to continue this tomorrow. Damn you, Jody.
Can't wait.
Hey, whether you're looking for a Chevrolet, Buick, GM,
Well, actually, the way I did it, it works better like yesterday with the two videos together. So if I break it up, it's not going to make any sense. So we'll just continue to hash this out about Jody, and then I'll do the part 2 tomorrow or whenever.
Okay.
Because it's not going to make any sense, and it's going to take forever. And we've already kept everybody at dinner time for almost an hour. Well, not you, me. But I do want to see something real quick. What channel was he on? Do you guys know? I go to bed early sometimes. What was the name? Oh, I think it's up here. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but
hold on, it's okay.
All right, so it's from Crowdsourced Illuminations. That's the name of it. Looks like he was on there for about an hour. I bet he got off real damn fast, if you know what I mean.
yeah.
All right, let me look. I don't know if these people are cool or not. They may not want me showing their stuff, but it's usually as long as people get credit, they're fine, but you never know.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to about 19 minutes. Hang on.
Sleuth, hey.
Oh, good night, Muffin Top. I just saw your comment. Good night.
All right. 52 minutes. Thank you, guys. All right, so I put it at the 19-minute mark. Is that right, guys? Somebody said 19 minutes. Noise is bad all 19 minutes. Oh, so we don't even need to look at it. Okay, Lip Lock is not sure how they feel about sharing their stuff. Okay, it's on the screen. I didn't play anything because I haven't asked for permission. I don't like to do that. So I'm going to put the link up again. Lone Wolf, it says you are not connected. If anybody wants to come up and give their thoughts on Jody Sue, because my mind is blown. And it's not even about her so much personally. It's about her wanting this case to not be solved or for it to continue so she can benefit.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly, and people will say, well, that's not, she didn't say she didn't want the case solved, or I don't think that's right. But we can't help but deduce that from everything that she has shown us, that she could care less because she keeps throwing out games. The more games that are thrown out, the more this just delays anything that Summer is supposed to have and supposed to get justice for. It just delays it all, and it's so sickening. And I am so pissed off that these people continue to do this and badger our friggin' county and our freaking law enforcement here. I'm sick of it, whether you like them or not. Can you imagine the bullshit they've dealt with in the last 13 months? It's a wonder that any of them are working here. I mean, seriously.
People wouldn't want it in their community.
No.
They would be like, look, if I have to call the fire department, police, whatever, and they're on the phone with somebody calling about some idiot that lives in my community causing havoc. I mean, and it's her community too, if you want to call it that. I mean, I don't think she really contributes a lot to it. and she's shitting in her own nest.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh gosh, I can't take it. I swear, I get so pissed off listening to this stuff that I don't even know why I do it to myself. Like, truthfully, I don't, because I get so mad. Just like last night, why in the hell would I sit up and listen to that train wreck? But I did, because I'm one of those, I don't sleep much anyway, but it's not a big deal for me to sleep on 3 hours and that's all I get. It's not a big deal. But so last night I couldn't stop. It wasn't that I couldn't stop watching it or listening. It was that I couldn't get it off my mind. And I know there's sick stuff that happens all around everybody in the world. I know that. But I guess it just hits me different because it's so close. But I could not sleep. I was sick. I was nauseated. I was pissed off. I wanted to hit something. I mean, I I don't even know how to deal with it. I guess what I'm gonna start doing is printing off some stuff and sticking it on my punching bag downstairs when I go out do my workouts for people and just pretend it's them. I don't know. I don't know what else to do.
I think we all need a punching bag because I just heard about it this morning, of course, because like I said, I don't watch stuff at night. And I watched it on a couple of channels. And I know Emma's for sure. Crime Stories obsessed. And I'm like, whoa. I rewinded. I'm like, she said what? She said what?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and she admits, she says she has questions, yet she tells us exactly what's going on. Did anyone catch that?
Yeah, yeah. It's all riddles. It's all riddles.
The riddle stuff with her, that I gave up on that a long time
Yeah.
ago.
I mean, and I don't mean this to be mean or ugly, but I literally call her the Joker to my family because it's the only way I can get them to understand. Like, literally, she talks in riddles instead of just saying what she has to say. And everybody says that about her too. I mean, it's just this talking in circles thing. So it just automatically makes you feel like she's not telling the truth when she's talking around the truth, So just say what the hell you have to say and move on. We don't need you to hint around. If it's so important that you can't say it, then don't hint about it either. I mean, all that does is make the speculation train freaking run rampant through YouTube. That's all it does.
And that's all she has done. And if it's that important and it's that groundbreaking, then you need to hand that over to 800 TBI find. Yes. Again, you're hurting the case. If what you have to say is legit, valid, a key to the case, why are you giving whoever's responsible, I'm just going to say Dawn or Candace, or just Candace, the both of them together, all three up there, I don't know. Why are you giving a defense attorney a heads up on what's going on or tainting a jury?
Terrible.
Why? Again, I mean, like I said, the two people in here defending her, ask her what Summer ever did to her.
Please.
She continually hurts this investigation.
Please. God, and that's what makes me so mad, Brooks. Golly, it kills me. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a pathetic human being to do something like that to a child anyway, okay? Any child case. But in this particular situation, that the only things that we do know are she had nobody who stuck up for her. She being Summer, nobody stood up for her. And nobody had her back. Nobody was there to guide her. Nobody was there to do anything for her but create a living absolute hell for her to live in, her and her brothers.
Right.
And I'll be damned if you sit on a freaking lie for 11 hours and create a freaking debacle of bullshit for people to weed through on that young lady Summer's name. Now, I can get all the hate that anybody wants to throw at me for that because I'll defend that every day, all day. So bring it on for that. I could care less.
I mean, I've heard everything about her utility bills, Amazon wish lists, needing a cabin. It's one thing after another. It's one thing after another. Nobody would know who she is if it wasn't for Summer, and yet she's got all this information supposedly that can help, help the investigation, and she ruins it. This whole thing last night was to get Andy's attention.
Yeah. And again, by using Summer's name, oh my gosh, I can't stand it. It makes me absolutely sick.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Happy Hoggus. Just Roll With It said, TM is done with Jody Sue now. I imagine.
Yeah, I would hope so.
I don't think she realizes.
Stand beside that. Sorry, Brooks.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just said I don't know how anybody could stand with her. How could you? Again, whether it's true or not, how could you? She said it.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. And admits to being there and saying, I've got questions. You don't have questions. You just told us everything that was going on, right? And you were taunting, I guess, CSI to ask him those things. As if you're so important, they're going to stop their interview with him to see if you're live, you idiot.
Yeah. I mean, God. And again, it's one of those things where I think that everybody flocks to certain people that's named in these cases. And I understand, because they want to be the first to get it out on YouTube, and they want to be, whatever. They want to make friends with people and all that stuff. And I'm not accusing Tiffany of this. I don't get into that drama crap. I truly don't. It don't matter to me who hates who. I don't care. I'm here for Summer, and that's all I'm here for. But I totally lost my train of thought.
I know I've lost my train of thought like 10 times during the show. I'm so
I don't even know what I was even saying. Golly, whatever. It's just pathetic. How's that?
So, okay, let me ask you again, because I'm going back and forth on this. Do you think this stuff, because Andy's really no better, okay?
No, absolutely not.
Don't get it twisted.
Yep.
Don't get it twisted. He's got his own issues too.
Absolutely.
So, do you think that there's any seed of truth in this, or she did this just to get at his ass last night?
I think there are pieces of the truth in that. I do not doubt that they were purchasing drugs. Now, what did they use those drugs for? I have no earthly idea. And God, I don't really even want to know. I'm just going to be honest. I mean, because I can't even fathom if that was true or not. Do I think she embellished? Absolutely. Because I think that's been her MO from the day one anyway. So, but do I think there might be some pieces and parts that are true? Absolutely. I absolutely do, when it comes to, just some of the things that we've known just from other stories, I guess. And now, do I listen to everything she says and take it for her truth? Absolutely not. But I do think there's pieces and parts that need to be listened to, and listened to very carefully, so that you can solve the riddle, because God forbid that we have the truth just given to us. So I think that there's going to be parts of it. And you know what? I'm hoping that there's parts out there that TBI has been waiting for 13 months for, and she doesn't realize it, and she just give them the freaking key to the locked door. That's what I hope. Because that's karma at its finest, and that is justice for Summer, and that's all any of us give a damn about.
Well, she stopped her own train dead in its tracks last night. I hope law enforcement, I don't know what they really can do, since she's just spouting off on the internet, but something's got to be done about it. And I lost my train of thought again, too, because I'm so mad. Even if she barely knew, okay, well, I can't say that. Let me put it this way. She's part of it, too, if any of this is true.
Yeah. And then it's just a sick, sadistic story if it's all false. You're sick. You're sicker than what we knew. If you've made all this crap up, to me. So it's just ridiculous. Either way, somebody better be knocking on her door. Either way.
Lone Wolf, thank you for the super sticker. Lone Wolf says, tell JSB to produce the judge's order for blanket immunity. Unless she knows where Summer is, she won't get blanket immunity. That's exactly right. And if she signed any sort of immunity, I don't even know where this came from. Has anybody heard her say that? Has anyone? Or is she talking to people in private? I think we have deducted there's nothing like that has gone on.
Yeah, like I said, that's the first time I had heard of that. And if that in fact were the case, I mean, I think I'd have to pay a visit somewhere down in down in Rogersville and myself, and just ask, what in the absolute hell are you thinking? But no, and could this be from something years ago that she got immunity? You know, is this another riddle that she's had immunity from something else? Who would know?
Well, and
Right?
wouldn't that be like long gone? That was like from 2009.
Yeah,
You
but in her mind, it's still there. Or she'll just say, well, I
Uh-huh.
got immunity. And I wasn't lying because I really did get immunity in 1972. And now, just because it's expired doesn't mean anything. I can see that. It's a riddle. So I'm not lying to you by saying that I had it, because I did have it. I just didn't tell you when. See what I say? I'm telling you, Brooks. I'm telling you, it's how it is.
Talking in circles, doing nothing for Summer,
Yep.
nothing
It's like
but
watching a
causing
one-legged duck swim. It's ridiculous.
havoc and chaos. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Um,
See,
somebody,
now I'm going to be so fired up, Brooks. I'm not going to be able to sleep again tonight.
we need a melatonin and some ice cream.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, we'll do the part 2 from the show we started yesterday tomorrow. What's a good time?
Whenever. You just let me know.
Okay. Well,
My
then
kid's birthday is tomorrow, but I've got to work and stuff tomorrow too, so we can work it out. We can chat in either Discord or text each other, whichever.
All right. Well, then I'll text you after this. So
Yeah.
I'm going to wind this down because we've given Jody enough attention, and I think we can deduct that she has done nothing but exploit the situation. Must have something against little Summer Wells, because she has thrown tons of stuff in the way to muddy the waters. This she came out with last night is either total fabrication or she's part of the abuse against Summer. Either way, she's no good.
No, absolutely not. And Summer deserves absolutely none of this. That little girl deserves the world, and she deserved a chance to get the world. She didn't get a chance at it, and I'll be damned if I sit back and let somebody make this whole mockery of her disappearance and not say something. Am I going to be able to change it? No. But I can let my voice be heard as to how I feel, and I can let my voice be known to our residents of Hawkins County that that's how we feel too, contrary to what many believe on this lovely platform. We are human beings, and we love Summer, and we are here for Summer. And if you doubt that, you should come back to Hawkins County and see me then.
I'm not crossing your ass.
I'm not threatening anybody either. It's just, damn it, I care about this girl, and I've cried many times, and I will continue to. So,
and we will all cry together, and we'll keep talking about Summer Wells. And for
Yes.
the other channels that, you know, I don't care what other channels do. I really don't, except for Jody's channel, obviously, last night. We're going to continue to talk about Summer. Just
absolutely.
Because we don't need an update. The only update we have is the only one we need. Summer Wells is missing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, girlfriend.
All right, honey.
I'll text you right after this.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys. Good night.
Oh, this time I didn't cut her off. All right, so we'll do the part 2 of what we started yesterday sometime tomorrow. So hit the notification, hit the bell, all that stuff, so you get a reminder. Everyone's saying, I'm not getting reminded. I'm not getting reminded. So do that, and I promise we'll get to it tomorrow, because we would have been here till 10 o'clock tonight, which wouldn't be a problem for me, because I love talking to you guys. So thanks for coming in here. I'm going to let you know right now, we don't do drama. I don't do drama. I don't have time for it. I can't wrap my mind around it, and I can't keep up with it. I addressed this because it was an inference to Little Summer Wells and what happened on 110. So again, thanks for being here tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow. It's probably going to be 9 a.m. Central Time, but I'll check with Muscles here in a second. Have a great night. You guys are the best chat and best community on YouTube, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.